Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning. Another week begins. Kevin is already off to work. Now I've had a bit of a change in my week ahead because Christy's actually going to be coming to stay with us for a while. I think she's coming on Wednesday and going to be here to Sunday. So my week, not that I had a lot of plans, it just would have been pretty much the same as other weeks, but obviously it changes how my first few days of the week are going to go. Now I do have an appointment, that physio appointment this morning. Now I was thinking it was 10 and luckily I was just updating my calendar, my diary, because I think it's 11. I need to double check because in my head I had 10, but fibro brain. Thank goodness that I looked. But I've just been trying to find their confirmation to double check that. 11, yep, it's definitely 11. Oh, thank goodness, because I would have turned up at 10. Because I've been planning my morning thinking, okay, we've got to take the dogs out, but it's really cold and windy out there. It's gone from 11 to 13. And the wind might have even died down a little bit, hopefully, because it looked pretty miserable earlier. So I'm thinking I'll have to take the dogs soonish, like about 8, so I can get back. And then I wasn't going to have a shower because I was going to wash my hair. I need to wash my hair. So I'm thinking, well, I won't have a shower before I go. I'll do that later on so I can wash my hair. Not wanting to go out in the cold with wet hair. So I just scored an hour, so that's really good. But I know initially I was thinking I'll walk the dog and then I'll do my weekly cleaning, which is just a kind of little weekly reset. I still need to try and do that today. But I also need to focus on getting those back rooms done now too, ready for Christy coming. Luckily we've done so much in that bedroom. But I want to go through the donate clothes, pull out anything that I now plan to sell, and then I can get the rest of the stuff donated. And if I did that this morning, I could probably even drop it off when I'm out. I will need to go grocery shopping tomorrow. So yeah, just all the usual bits to be done, but also focusing on getting the back rooms sorted. I'll probably focus more on the storage area tomorrow when I haven't got any appointments on. My heel was quite good yesterday, so hopefully it's not too bad today. Hopefully it behaves itself because that's really prevented me doing a lot of stuff on other days. But yeah, I might wait. I probably should take the dogs out. I might try and get them out for their walk and then I could have my shower and wash my hair and then it would dry before I go out at 11. And then hopefully I can motivate myself to do some of that cleaning and stuff that needs done. Don't need to cook dinner because I've pulled some stuff out the freezer. I pulled a taco mixture that we have with beans and capsicum and stuff. I'm thinking of putting that into making it into a tortilla. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I was thinking of doing that. Just for something different and probably a bit easier than the tacos that we usually have, but we might just do the tacos too. So I'll see, either one of them. Hopefully I've got enough. I don't have enough small tortillas for that, so we might go the filled tortilla route. I'm sure there's a name for that, but I can't think of it. Because the tortilla is the actual wrap thing. I'm sure when you fill it. Do they have a different name or is it just a tortilla as well? I don't know at the moment. Been up since 5, so I did have a nice little sleep in for me. I woke up at 3:30 and I was in pain and I thought, oh gosh, I'm not going back to sleep. But I went back to sleep, so that was really good. To 5. Anyway, so it's going to be a bit of a different week than I had expected, but I'm really excited that Christy's coming home. Oh, if you're wondering why, she's on medical leave from work for a month. She's got to chase some diagnoses and things like that. So, get a bit of treatment for things. So yeah, she's off for a month. So she thought she'd come home and visit. And yeah, that'll be nice to have her here. Good opportunity. And I know the puppies will be very happy to see her. Typical, I just looked at the rain radar and it said nothing for an hour, but I can feel spit, and that is pretty grey looking cloud. So hopefully we don't get too wet because we're very cold as well as wet. very much a mixed walk. We had great success with quite a few dogs until we got near Henny, which is the beautiful Groodle that lives in the apartment. Looks very much like Chewy, but he's much better mannered than Kenai. I had them sitting and I thought Chewy's usually pretty good, but I was still he was getting treats, but I was focused on Coda. But as soon as Henny come like across from us, Chewy just launched into his Chewy monster phase and instigated a feral barrel from Coda, which is the first one I have had in a long time. And I really think Coda was going to be okay. But once Chewy unleashed the feral barrel, they were both off, which is very embarrassing. Like every other dog. That beautiful Henny. I mean, you often see I film little clips of Henny because he's just beautiful. And so many people people that don't know better, they think, especially kids, think Kenai is Henny when they see him. They look alike. Is that the problem? Is just Chewy go, well, that's me, and I don't know. I don't know why. Of all the dogs, beautiful Henny. No, beautiful Henny. His name's Hendrix. Yeah, I think Coda would have been okay then, but that's unfortunate because I really was actually very confident that that was going to be a success because we passed a few dogs and border collies. Like we're having really good success even with the bigger dogs now. Oh dear. So it was a very mixed bag, but besides that, they were really good. I had a few grumbles from Coda, but he was really good. He was looking at the dogs. He might do a grumble if the dog was kind of close-ish. Just a very low grumble. I'm guessing the other dog can hear it. I don't know. But then he looked to me for his treat and his reward, and he wasn't like pulling, he wasn't lunging. He was just like keeping an eye on the dog and then like looking at me, and then looking at the dog, and he was so good. Anyway, I guess we're still working at things. But otherwise, it was a very enjoyable walk. Just a shame that happened. I think it's just started to rain a little bit. That sun sort of in and out, it's weird. But anyway, I didn't actually start to tell you about that. I was going to tell you, I was just working on my weekly, what do I call it? My bullet journal, and writing down for today and checking on against the weekly reset that I do, like household reset. And most of it obviously is a bit in the kitchen, a bit in the bathroom, and just dusting through. And I thought, but it's also the zone for the bathroom this week. Don't know when I'm going to do that. I'll probably do it when Christy's here. I thought, well, there's not much point really. Like the bathroom is fairly clean. I think I said this last week. It's just Kevin and myself, so nothing gets terribly dirty within a week. Like if the toilet needs cleaned in amongst it, I clean it in amongst it. Some of the vanity. When we moved in here, I was kind of doing it daily, but that's a bit overkill. It's not needed. So we've eased off that, and I just do it as needed. If I see it needs clean, I'll clean either of them. Keep some cloths in the bathroom and I can just deal with it there and then. And I certainly know the shower screen needs done. And I did do the bath, I think. Once when I was sitting in the bath, I just cleaned it. So, but obviously it's a zone for the bathroom, so it'll get a proper clean this week and like vacuuming behind the bath and stuff. Because I think I missed the zone last month because we were away. So bathroom's going to get a good clean this week. So I thought, well, there's not much point doing that part of the weekly reset. And again, dusting. Kevin's got stuff all over the place. And because we haven't had the doors open up, the place is definitely not getting as dusty as it was in the summer where it needed done every week because we had the windows open. So, and then the kitchen, like I wipe down the benches regularly, again, probably every other day at least, but whenever it needs done, it gets done. And I did the fridge on the weekend or towards the end of last week. I do need to do the sink because I do only scrub out the sink thoroughly once a week usually. Well, pretty much. It's been the routine of that. So I will do that. That's on the list. And I've got to empty my bins. But I don't think there's anything else to do amongst the weekly reset. I think I'll just leave it all. Dobby will come out and vacuum and mop and take care of that. So that's kind of a relief because I'm thinking, how am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? So that leads me then to potter and do other things that I want to get done the next few days before Christy gets here. So that's good. So I'm still having a cup of tea. When I finish that, I will go and have my shower and get myself ready for the day, make the bed, all that sort of stuff. And then I'll just see how I'm going time-wise. Or I need to have some breakfast before I go too. I'm not sure how long my appointment's for. I would assume at least half an hour, maybe more, I don't know. So I'll be gone at least an hour because I think it's only a 10-minute drive. So I'm saying 15 minutes, but I think it's actually only a 10-minute drive. But I haven't, I kind of know where I'm going. I just haven't been there for a long time. But yeah, it should be fine. So there's parking or right next to a shopping centre if I miss out on parking. So then I can, it'd be good to just get stuck in and get things done. I can go to that back room. Got a bit of ironing to do. Swap out some washing. And then tomorrow I can really focus in the spare room at the back with that storage stuff. That'll be probably tomorrow's goal. Sounds good. And I've got groceries, but I don't know I'll get the groceries. How my heel's going will depend whether you're going to a grocery shop. I might wait till Christy gets here and we can go into that together or something, so we'll see. I need to find out what kind of foods she's enjoying at the moment before I do my menu plan. Just about to head off. I just thought I'd show you what I'm wearing since I kind of feel dressed up for a change. And actually everything's from different places. This is a very, very old jacket that I kept hold of, kind of a cardigan kind of thing. I think that's from Wombat, which is no longer even around. I've probably had this for over 10 years, but obviously most of the time I'm able to wear it. So I'm pleased that I fit back into it. A top from Saffron Road, the Lotus top. I can't remember what that pattern was called. It's still available actually. And then I've got these are the Tilly black pants from Saffron Road. They're just a nice wide leg, the bamboo is just beautiful. And then I've got my some white sketches on at the bottom. So all different brands today. Oh, and my bag is from Bon Maxi. It's just a little tiny little bag, as you can see, because I only need to take my car keys and my phone and the apartment keys. So I don't need to take much with me because hopefully I will not be gone too long. What a rigmarole to get here. There's no big sign, and she said it was next to the shopping centre, and it's not next to I thought she meant literally next to the shopping centre. So I've had to go around this big block twice, and I still nearly missed it. I thought I have to pull in here because it's the only place to park, and then I see a little tiny sign. So we made it, and I'm just about a minute late, so I'm heading in now. I'm gonna start in here in the guest room. Doing a bit of ironing. I think it's a good place to start. I've got a few things that I want to wear in here, and then I might try and have a little nosy in there as well. Okay, I've just been listing some more things on Depop. Had my lentil soup for a lunch. That smells good, does it, Coda Bear? And it's time to take these puppies out for their afternoon walk. What do you think they're a bit excited about? So Kevin arrived home just in time to come for a walk with us. Picked up our parcels. I had two, Kevin had two, so that worked out all right. tucked up today. Oh, it does. I might have my beanie. It doesn't actually feel that cold down here. I don't know where the breeze is. It was breezy. I haven't got gloves on because my fingers have been getting cold. We are going to do the inland walk. Before I sit down, I'm going to do my exercises from the physio. I've only got two. It's not going to take too long to do them. Well, I am up. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to have that shortly. I think I'm going to go and get my groceries before I have my bath. I'd like to have a nice bath. It's definitely a bath kind of day. So I think I'm just going to put the dogs. No, actually, I'm going to put some brown rice on to cook for myself or for our dinner tonight. I'm making a teriyaki fake chicken rice. I guess it's kind of like a fried rice. I need some rice cooked. I'm going to do that first, I think, and then that should hopefully be done by the time I come back and I can switch over to the dog's dinner for tonight. I should have plenty of time to still do both of them. But yeah, I'm hungry, so I think before I go grocery shopping, I better have some breakfast. I've got another pudding, so I'll have that. Another chia pudding. I was just trying to find, I had some instructions, bulk instructions on how to do the brown rice, but I can't find it, so I'll just do a couple of cups in the normal way, which is just using the Instant Pot to tell me how long to cook it for. Just heading out to get some groceries. Definitely don't feel as cute as I did yesterday, but that's okay. I'm just in comfy clothes because I'm going to have my bath later on, so I just wanted my hair out of my face with the wind. I'm going to check on Furbo, make sure the doggies are behaving. They were barking a bit yesterday when I was out, so hopefully they do better today. I'm back with the groceries. Here is. So I'm standing here, but on the walk home it was a bit sore. Luckily the wind wasn't too bad, because I was going to go with the trolley, but the wind's either died down or it's coming in the direction I wasn't. Anyway, I'm just going to unpack the freezer bag at the moment, and then I'll have a Lewis cup of tea, and then I'll come back and do some more. I think my brown rice is ready too, so I might switch that over. made. This is a teriyaki fake chicken and rice casserole, so it does have to be baked in the oven. I think it might dry out a little bit because, as you can see, it's a bit on the gluggy side. My rice was a bit gluggy. So it tastes all right though. I did taste it. All I did was add some sesame oil to it because I was a bit worried it wasn't going to be tasty enough. But I think I'll put it into like a casserole dish. I mean, I could cook it in that, but I think I'll find one of my ones down here to spread it out a bit. Probably that deep one will be fine. I think I'll bake a bit better then. Well, I've had lunch, had some potato for lunch. I don't know what I'm doing. But I do know I do have a bit of a mess behind me. I have washed all my vegetables. I've done a bit of washing up. Dog's dinner's dished up. I know Keno thinks it's time to go for his afternoon W, but it's not yet. I'm going to go a bit later because I'm still going to do that and then have my bath. So I'm making it as late as possible. I was going to go and sit down at my puzzle board because I do want to go and do a little bit of puzzling. What's happening with my hair? But I thought I better come and do this beforehand because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in here and I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to have to give it a clean as well. But we'll do a tidy up. I'm sure it's one of those cases like always that looks a lot worse than it is and it probably won't even take too long. Let's see, it's just on 3:10. Let's see how long it actually takes me. Not sure when I stopped recording there because you know what I'm like. Just stop recording for who knows why. Anyway, I've pretty much tidied up. What behind me is done. Over there and that end. I just took all my fruit and vegetable. Yeah, fruit and veg, not quite dry, so I'm going to leave them. I am going to put those glass containers in the front entry, that towel in the laundry, and I've just left some things to remind me to make up some more chia puddings later on. But for now, I am going to go and do my puzzle for a little bit. I'm hoping to clean the sink. I never got to that yesterday either, so we'll get to it eventually, I guess. Okay, got a bit of my puzzle done. Puppies are demanding a walk. Oh, it sounded the ducks out there. Did a big rainstorm come through. All the ducks are hanging out there. Somebody's wanting to go. Yes, we'll go. Daddy's still working. I'm going to put my boots on, I think, because the grass will be wet. How pretty is this little shrub? Gorgeous. Good morning. We are all raincoated up today. There's a chance of rain soon. I'm getting ready to go on that walk, so we're still going on that walk. I'm going to go pick up the mail. Yeah, we'll go for a walk beforehand. Excuse me if I'm a bit sweaty. Back from that walk. Didn't get any rain, of course, because we're ready for it. That jacket, the raincoat, just kills me. It just makes me just drip because it is polyester, recycled plastic bottles, but I don't know why, but I thought buying a better quality one that I wouldn't get as sweaty. Like I had a long sleeve t-shirt underneath and it got drenched. Like, well, not drenched, but you could quite clearly see the sweat on me and my arm was sweaty. So I'm gonna have a look myself, but if anyone knows about breathable rain jackets, I don't know if it's a thing. If it's possible, I'm gonna look myself, but you could always inform me of any good brands that you might know of. Because that's not gonna work for me. I just, too hot. I'd be okay on a really cold day perhaps, but it's pretty cool today. Maybe it's all right, but not for a walk perhaps. I don't know, but I enjoyed my walk. I mean, we're out for half an hour, but just the feeling of getting all sweaty is not a pleasant one. That's why I've always preferred summer, because you just wear the least amount of clothing and that's all you can do. I know people don't get what I say about when I say that, but it just, to me, makes sense, because like in winter, it's like, what do I wear? How many layers do I wear? How do I keep comfortable? Because there's too many choices and the temperature changes in and out, and wherever you go, what you do. I mean, I know temperature changes and you get hot, you can get too hot, but you can only do so much to get cool. You can sit in front of a fan, go for a swim, whatever, air conditioning. But as far as clothing goes, you can just wear the least clothing you can wear. Makes the decision making a bit easier, in my opinion, anyway. All right, I've got parcel for me to open. It's just some leggings. I've got some brown leggings from Bamboo Body because I've got like a long tunic thing, and I also thought that would work for layering under some other pants if it was very cold. I don't know. I seem to be paranoid of being cold. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't know how to dress, and I don't know. I had the same problem with Alaska, if you remember last year. I was just like, what am I going to wear? How am I going to deal with all this cold? But like, perspiring. But yet my skin's, because it got damp and I'm sweaty, it's cold. Oh, life problems. I also ordered some socks. And then I found some of these socks in my drawer. Actually, honestly, Christy would like some, because obviously I've got a pair and I don't think they're my favourites. They're a bit thicker. The ones I really liked I wore out too quickly and are too expensive. Okay, I've managed to cool down, finally. I don't think it's rained yet, but I think there is going to be some rain. There's been a lot of rain around lately. But anyway, it's okay. I need to get up and get moving, because obviously you might have noticed I did not get to the guest room yesterday, so I need to get to it. I mean, honestly, if arrives and not ready for Christy, I'll just do it. I need to do it sometime today, obviously, so she can, I can't talk. I need to do it, obviously, sometime today so Christy can sleep in the room, but I'd like to have it done before she gets here. As far as I know, she hasn't left yet, so once she leaves, I've got 2.5 hours, roughly. But I think I will go, perhaps, and have my shower. I want to wash my hair. And then I can perhaps sit and have my breakfast. And then I can do a bit in that room. Don't think I'm going to get to, and I will see how I go with the other room. I was going to swap stuff over at. I don't know. My hair's not too bad. I forgot when I come back to do my physio, so I still need to do that sometime today. I need to make sure I remember that, because I'm going back on Friday. So I want to make sure I'm a good girl. It's actually quite good that I have an app now, and I check off in the app that I've done it. So I need to, I should be able to remember sometime. Maybe I'll do it after my afternoon walk. I meant to do it when I come back, but I was a bit preoccupied when we came back because I was hot and sweaty and had to dry the dogs off and get everyone's raincoats off and all the rest of it. So that was a bit of a rigmarole when I came back. Just been editing a video for you, and I printed out some labels, a hand soap and a dish soap. I know which one's which, but Kevin said he didn't know, and I thought, well, Christy's going to be here today. She won't know either, so I'll, I thought it was obvious kind of because the dish soap you would assume would be the green one, but then I thought the hand soap's orangey, which it could also be a dish soap, couldn't it? So I thought, I better label them. I tried to do a clear label, black on a clear label, but it didn't come out, and I think maybe the tape's too old because obviously the adhesive, and then I did that to it. But I don't think it was working anyway, because all I got ended up with a black label with the clear cutout, and I don't think that's what it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be clear background with the black on it. And yeah. So I don't think on the others, so I just did it on the one I know works. That'll do for now anyway. I might get something fancy one day, who knows. That'll do. Quite like a plain label anyway. I've got to take some measurements of a jacket. Need to do that soon. Someone wanted the measurements. I'd like to get that sold. And obviously I can use then the money to try and buy myself a non-sweaty raincoat. I love the one I got. I really love it. And it was expensive. But it was not pleasant coming back and being so sweaty after that walk. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not, as I said, maybe it's just not for when I'm walking. I need to get something for when I'm walking. And that one can be, I don't know. I don't know. Which is when I'm walking with the dogs, I can't have an umbrella as well. Trying to balance an umbrella, especially while they're training, or any time really. If you've got to pick up after them, whatever, I don't have enough hands to do it and hold an umbrella. So that's the whole reason I want a raincoat. All right, I'm gonna go make a move and do some things. I'm going to have my shower. Definitely not moving very fast today. Very slow. I've got my new leggings on, so I'm feeling nice and comfortable. It's that kind of it. I don't know. Are you all like that when it's a yucky day outside? You just want to be really comfortable? I don't know. It just makes such a difference. Like most of my clothes are really comfortable anyway, but I guess it's that comfy, cozy. Like usually I do get a bit dressed up, but I've just got like the brown leggings and a forest or green coloured tunic on top. And then I've got blue bed socks or blue socks that I wear. And my pink Crocs. It's a really good look, I tell you. I did take a photo. I might include it for your enjoyment. I just heard from Christy, or sometime I just saw my message. Sorry, I'm filling up the kettle and talking to you. I just saw a message from Christy that she's just left not long ago. So that's good. So yeah, it's like 2.5 hours to get here. I labelled my soap. The other labels would have been nice if they worked, I think. So I might, anyway, they're labelled for now and I can look around for something a bit nicer later on. While that kettle's boiling, I'm going to take the measurements on that jacket so I can upload that or let the person know that and put it on the listing as well. Then I'll have my brekkie and then we'll get into that room. And it shouldn't take too long. Obviously, I just got to dismantle, like pack away the ironing board, pack away the clothesline, and I'll just use... Well, I might have to set it up. We'll see, because I've actually got to have a bit of washing to do tomorrow. So we set up in a different room. That's not a worry, or even our bathroom or something. I'm sure I'll find something. I'll find somewhere for it. I've done the veranda at the front here. I won't talk to you while that kettle's going. Since this room looked like this, look how nice the room is when I haven't got a clothesline set up there and an ironing board. Oh, it's lovely. But, you know, practicalities. Okay, in all honesty, I'll show you the other room now. It just got worse because everything from there pretty much ended up in here. Oh, golly goshkins. And, well, that's close to go through to my bedroom. And then Kevin's stuff that came out of that room is there. He does have to take things downstairs later on. Like the other little dog toy that he bought. They were trying to sell, but who knows if we'll sell it. But this is lovely. I just ran the vacuum through. So that's a bit more inviting, isn't it? If you're a guest. I should probably go out there and pick up those leaves, but I haven't done that. Anyway, oh my gosh. This room just gets worse. Try and get to a bit of this over the weekend. I did move the Halloween and Easter tubs that were in that wardrobe. They are now up there. Because ultimately I'm going to put the suitcases, which are in there, they're going to go in that wardrobe, in the guest room wardrobe. But obviously, can't quite get to it now. Oh, you can't get to hardly anything in here. Oh dear, puppy. We're getting there. Just it's very, very slow. And I don't feel like doing much more. So I've got some bags of stuff to donate. Let me put this away and then we'll go and put my bedroom stuff away. So yeah, the ironing board's there, clothesline's there. I don't know if Kevin still wants that trolley. Probably, maybe we can find somewhere else for it. My Holkin sort of lives there. But I don't, he likes the old sort of granny style trolley better. But you can't use it for groceries as such because you can't, there's only so much bottom space and you have to stack on top of each other. Whereas this one I can put a lot of heavy stuff down the bottom and then lighter stuff on the top. It's much better for stacking. for groceries. Oh dear. We'll just ignore this part of the room. There's some jigsaw puzzles for Christy to see if she wants to. I'll stick them in her basket so she sees them. Rain's coming down now. Beautiful. I'm glad we got out for our walk when we did. Oh, that puppy's out in the rain. No, 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 no. I thought she might have put her bag on her chest. Look at it. Get where I'm standing. Come on, you're lucky you got out for your W earlier. Come on inside. Come on, let's go back inside. Pick up a few bits of cardboard on the floor that some puppies put there. Hey, a bit warmer in here. Let's just not look down there. Let's not look down there. Oh my gosh. I was nearly going to walk around to the breakwaters today, but almost how rough it would be. Yeah, it looks pretty rough out there. I need to have a visitor more often. I just come around and tidy the place up. Well, much as I'm going to anyway. I've cleared the hallway, but like I've folded up put away our rain jackets. I've cleaned Christy's bathroom as well. I've taken all the rubbish out. That's the hallway now. I had like boxes only from yesterday to go out, so I've done that. Emptied the bins. Cleared off the table here of Kevin's stuff. I just got our medications because I've got to refill them today. Kitchen's clear and tidy. As good as it's going to get anyway. I always see things I should do, more things I should clean, like the dog food mat, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway, place is looking not bad. Not that Christy's going to judge anyway, but it's I like it tidy. I like it tidy for myself as much as for anyone else. Makes me happy. Especially a clear kitchen bench. I've just got the dogs' dinner. That's last night's dinner with some potatoes on top. It was okay, but we weren't huge fans. So luckily enough, there's nothing that the dogs can't have. So they're going to have that. I don't think there's anything there anyway. If there was, very small amounts. So they're going to have that for their dinner tonight, and they will think it is a wonderful treat. And the only thing I still want to do here sometime is to clean the sink properly, scrub it. So I've got the brush. That's my kitchen. That's my scrubbing brush for when I clean the sink. And I think I've still got one or two, maybe one pump in that left, and I just love that. We got it from Whole Foods when we were there last year. So I finished that up. And it says my little labels. I don't think they're even actually, but anyway. No, they're not, but that's okay. And they still look nice. They look better than what I had before, which was heavy dark bottles, so that'll do until I find the perfect thing. Christy has rang. She's almost here, so she'll call from the gate. What's happening, puppies? Well, you're going to be very happy when you see who's coming. I just did some of my physio calf raises while I was here, but now my foot's really sore. Just that last one I did it because I wouldn't have continued otherwise. Anyway, I just thought I'd done that. It's a good look, isn't it? I was thinking to put other shoes on to go out and thought, oh no, I don't worry. Ta-da, it's Moo.
Well, I think you said going up.
You look nice.
Going to heaven.
How was your trip?
Good.
That's good. When will Christy get in the door? That's the question.
Can I come in? Am I
Come on, puppies, crazy puppies. Just a bit excited.
Yes. Jimmy, ow!
No, he does this jumping up thing.
Hello.
Hey, no, don't need to jump up. He does it to us too. He's silly. I'm trying to chop my brother. Hey, Chewy! Hey,
I can give you lots of loving.
Hey, oh my gosh. The excitement.
Let me put my stuff
The
down.
excitement.
Let me put my stuff down. Is that all of the nappies? All of the nappies with your toys.
He's a bit excited. A little bit excited. Coda's gone to get a toy.
Oh, baby. He got it. He got it. He loved it.
These are lovely earrings that Christy got me for my Mother's Day / birthday, because it's in a few weeks. I'd actually picked them out myself when we were down in Canberra at the markets, but I totally forgotten. So it was a nice surprise. They're gorgeous. So pretty.
What you mean? What you mean? What you doing?
We're out for an afternoon walk with Christy this time. And no other dogs around. The puppies are being good boys. Not pulling now, are they? Good boys.
The tree keeps going off and then look, he goes off.
Yes, I've never seen this. It must be just at the right tide for it sort of going out and then racing back in right up to the top. I've never seen it do this before.
To be honest, I'd love that if I was a kid.
That's weird because there's no waves, unless there was some waves. Last time it came racing up to right at the top. Oh, it's funny. Maybe it's got over that little surge that it had. What's on that toy? It's very moist. Isn't it very moist? Hello, Chew. I don't need an extreme close-up of you, darling. Just watching back a video, make sure it's right. I just finished a video for you guys. I was just exporting now. I was going to work on my jigsaw, but I don't know if I have any time now. Kevin should be home shortly. Christy's just had a bath. Actually, what I'll do is I'll rinse our rice ready for our dinner, get that on, and then if I've got any time, I'll sit and work on my jigsaw puzzle till Kevin comes home, because it won't be too long. And we're just going to have a Mexican rice bowl for dinner, because we've got Mexican beans left over from our nachos the other night, and we usually have it for lunch or for dinner, or usually have it for lunch, but we're going to have it for dinner this time. Yeah, in the rice bowl. That'd be nice. And then tomorrow, probably do salad rolls or potatoes, or Christy bought some pizza bases, so we might have pizza, or they might have pizza and I'll have something else. We'll see. See what tomorrow brings. I have got a bit of a headache tonight, which is a bit annoying. I haven't had one for a while, actually, so I guess I shouldn't complain. It's only a little bit of one.